What's up, y'all, and welcome back to No Permission Needed. Conversations with people who don't give a fuck about a group or down or shit or however you want to put it. This is episode 2, like I said, and today we're gonna be talking about what's really going on in the city. And I'm gonna let Big Dan, the man with the motherfucking plan, tell us what's happening.
What's going on, y'all? Uh, Today we're gonna talk about a lot of the crazy situation that's going on inside my city, man. Like Birmingham as a whole, we have the trajectory to go up. We have the product and the resources to go up, but as of late, since 2026 started, the city has just been having a huge cloud over it from, you know what I'm saying, politics, um, the club scene, crime, uh, new laws, just all type of things that's been overlooked in the city. So we're gonna talk about that today for sure, for sure. The most recent thing that happened was after Super Bowl Sunday, Birmingham Waterworks employees went back to work, and they were hit with a not so pleasant surprise, for real, for real. If y'all don't know, they did a mandatory random drug test on a lot of individuals. That drug test led to a lot of individuals being fired. You feel me? Their families heavily impacted, uh, and it was just unannounced. So, we're gonna get deep into that conversation today, and you know, just shed some light on it that's not being shed on by the media. The media just swept it under the rug. Hey, drug test, people got fired. Whoop de do. And they just moved on from it and moved on to other stuff. But today we gonna talk about this shit, man, because there's a lot of people out here, that was heavily affected, and I'm gonna show y'all what a downstream impact this is gonna have on a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna ask you, how do you feel about what Birmingham Waterworks did? Like, do you feel like, it was a fucked up thing, or do you understand it from a business standpoint?
From a business standpoint, didn't they have a little situation going on where they were stealing or something? They were stealing, making people pay more for their water bill or some shit like that.
Yeah. They had that going on. That was more towards the middle of 25 going towards the end. Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like they brought them in to kind of dissect the situation or what was going on. But on the other side of the people who've been there for years and just all wake up one day and, oh, you want to drug test me and die? I lost my job. I gotta take care of my family. What about my children, my wife? So I can see it from both sides, but stop smoking weed. I mean, shit. Stop smoking that shit, man. You want to keep a good job? I don't know.
All right, so we done heard Monet's standpoint on that, but I'm gonna shed some light on some things that's going on behind the scenes at CWA. If you don't know, basically they changed the name of it. A lot of people definitely don't know. It stands for the Central Water Central. No, I'm sorry, it's CAW. It's Central Alabama Water.
Okay.
And basically that's the new name of it. They restructured Birmingham Waterworks. A lot of people don't know that, and when stuff like that happens, other big changes go on behind the scene that people don't know about. So once they changed the name, they removed the CEO, got a new CEO. They got some new executives. They implemented new employee handbooks. And a lot of this stuff went on without people knowing, because a lot of the people on the front line are more so worried about coming to work, doing their work, getting their paycheck and going home.
So you saying that some of the employees didn't receive like the handbooks and stuff?
They got it, but at the same time, just like with our cell phones, all that stuff you do on your phone, and you'll sit up there and, it say, hey, read this agreement, do you agree to this?
And
Or you go
just
check
click,
it box
yeah,
and keep the fuck
see,
going.
that be your problem.
You know what I mean?
Read what the hell you're supposed to be reading, man. They
When it comes to your job, like when it comes to your job, you definitely gotta read the shit that they give you because you don't know what's in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's in there at all. And most of the people grievances with the whole particular situation is they felt like, hey, we were blindsided with this. Folks was out at the Super Bowl the Sunday before. They was partying, they was drinking, they was smoking. It was empty, you feel me? They had a good time. Some people was out here betting. Some people bet. They won, they bet. They went out to party some more.
Ooh, what about the ones who lost and then had to go to work?
Now, the ones who lost, they lost. That hurt them already. They had to go home and explain to their wife and their girlfriend and their old lady, whoever, like, hey, I fucked around and lost rent money.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go to work tomorrow, I'm gonna work some overtime.
Yeah.
Then you get to work the next day and realize, oh shit, oh no, what you mean I gotta take a drug test? You know what I mean? I just got another kite. Now, I gotta take a drug test and boom, now you fired. So the promise you made last night to your old lady about working some overtime to get this money back that you lost when you parlay,
Ooh.
you can't keep that promise.
Now you gotta worry about getting put out because you ain't got the rent money. You ain't going to work the next day.
It's over with.
That's why. So okay, going into that, do you think that'll how do you think that'll affect a lot of Black men's mental health? Like,
it's gonna be bad. So, like I promised, I'm gonna get into the downstream effect of the terminations as a result of their random mandatory drug test, right?
Mhm.
Some people flunked. Some people took the initiative to say, hey, I'm not taking the drug test. I was blindsided. I'll take the bitch tomorrow.
Yeah.
They was fine. But
damn, for saying no.
yeah, you was fine. If you were gonna take it and flunk and get fired, or you wasn't gonna take it and get fired. Either way, you
Either way,
fired.
getting
You
fired.
know what I mean? So that's bad. And like the question you just asked me, what effect does that have on the Black man? Mentally, he was probably already struggling, maybe. You feel what I'm saying? Christmas wasn't that long ago.
Right.
New Year's wasn't that long ago. You know what I'm saying? So Christmas, you ball down with your kids and your family. As a Black man, you do what you do for your folks around Christmas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then, 5 days later, you got New Year's Eve, we finna turn over with your boys. Family time over with, and I'm finna go get out here on my knees for the boys and get turned. And go back to work.
Mm-hmm.
Your mindset is, all right, I had the fun, it's time to get back to business.
Yeah.
You feel me? January was cool for me. I'm at work grinding it out, overtime. I'm making it back out the hole.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That I put myself in for my family and my kids. To turn around, enjoy a football game like most men do, and get drug tested when you go back to work.
That's wild behavior.
Now you fired. Now mentally, you're like, what the hell am I gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm still in debt from Christmas. I partied too hard on New Year's Eve, popped too many bottles in the club, bought an outfit that was maybe a little too expensive, and I feel like I was gonna double back and make the money on the back end. No, you ain't, because now I just got fired. So now what am I to do? I'm finna go out here and probably do some odd jobs. Ain't nobody else hiring. Or even if somebody else hiring, I got fired, not me per se, but that person got fired, and so did 50 other people.
Right.
So them same 49 other motherfuckers, 50 other motherfuckers out here trying to find a job too.
Yeah.
So now this shit's saturated. It's too many folks. You see what I'm saying? If you go that route, then you can go the hustling route. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can get out here and beat your feet in the streets.
Yeah.
That's unsafe for some. If you ain't from that background, you don't know how to get out here. You feel me? You can probably fuck around and get some bad product, don't know what you're doing. Now you feel me? Now your fish wanna do something to you. You might go into the wrong territory where you ain't supposed to be, because honestly, with the streets, people got they certain areas where you can handle your business. You can't just
Come on, my come.
You feel me? You just so you placed in a situation where mentally You unstable now, like you
Yeah.
said, you feel me? What,
Mentally
where are they mentally?
So with that being said, that means as an adult, as a grown person, you need to start being a little more responsible, right?
True, you do, but at the same time, a lot of people, we don't know what them folks smoke weed for.
That's true.
Some people use it for recreation. Some people use it, like you said, for mental health.
Yeah.
Some people use it for, you know, physical things. You know, I got family members who use it, you know, medicinally and for recreation, but they use it mostly for their physical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It helps with some chronic pain. You know what I mean?
I feel it.
And I know some people who got jobs that use it for chronic pain because what they do for a living is physical.
Yeah.
And it, you know, it take a toll on their body, so that helps them go to sleep at night and they calm their goddamn nerves. You know.
So that means KI need to be changing law, making that marijuana legal.
And I'm so glad that you just basically helped roll into the next topic of weed law.
Mhm.
People don't know the weed law just changed. You feel me? So, Kay, she changed them, all right.
Yeah, but now can't you like get a felony or some shit for
It
some
was-
weed or go to jail? It's
Yeah, we're gonna educate our viewers on it too. So, previously, before the new bill just got passed, yeah, you get caught with a little weed, you know what I mean? A little slap on the hand, a little slap on the wrist, you straight. You know what I'm saying? You go to court and they hash it out with you, push you on some of that old, you know what I'm saying?
color code or something.
Color code, minor probation type stuff. See? See how we gonna let it out. We did, we realize it. But now, you get caught with that little weed, that same little weed from 2025. Your ass is gray. That's just like the shit you smoking.
Oh man.
Out there, all that niggas smoking no good weed. You smell that shit when I'm out, man. That shit be ass, yeah. But we ain't gonna get into that. But the new law, hey, if it's in your car and it's reachable, your ass is great.
What you mean reachable? Like,
In your passenger area, so passenger seat, behind the passenger seat.
so if it's put up, it's okay.
Behind, no.
Oh.
If it's put up in a reachable area, now, so I'll make it easier for our viewers. Just like if you get caught with a bottle of liquor in the car and it's reachable in your area, they treat weed the same way.
The same way. Okay.
They treat weed the same way, which is
Okay.
crazy as hell.
But if it's in your trunk, is that the same? Because I know you have.
It can be in your trunk. You still gonna have some problems. This shit just in your trunk. And it's more, it's probably, it may be quote unquote less detectable
Oh,
because
okay.
it's in the trunk. And it might not give off that odor unless,
Yeah.
you know, if that good shit. Like a lot of y'all ain't smoking those, but you ain't gotta worry about that. 'Cause half of this shit y'all smoke can't even smell.
Boo.
But boo, you feel me? Ass grass, you know what I'm saying? But if it's in your trunk and they smell it and they go in the trunk, hey, you get the same charge.
Okay.
But the charges are stricter. They're not letting you off with the 7 grams no more. You feel me? And if you high, they treat that shit like a DUI.
Dang. What?
You can't just be geek riding no more, flow, listening to your music how you used to, smoke your black, smoke your cigarette after you get geek, just cooling with your little honey, or, you know, your partner or whatever.
Yeah.
They treat that shit like a DUI. You get pulled over, them eyes red, and you high as a kite. That's your ass.
So how do they test you from everyone? Because with alcohol, they make you walk the line,
But you,
breathalyzer,
with weed, you can physically look at somebody and kind of
and
tell.
then tell they how. I got
And
pulled over last night. I bet you thought I was high.
you
But
probably did.
no, I was not. I had some other stuff going on.
That's something that you and that officer have to, you know what I'm saying, hash out at that particular time.
Yeah.
Depending on if he is a policeman that's really here to serve and he just trying to, hey man, do better. So,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
You got something like that though.
You got something that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I ain't gonna get into my relationship with 12, but I honestly, as I grew older, when I was young, I had 100% dislike for the ass. I couldn't stand 12. It was just, I had a young mindset. But as I got older, I realized this nigga trying to do his job and stay safe and go back to his little honey and his shirt. I'm out here just trying to live my goddamn life. But how am I living my life too at the same time?
Wrong problem. I'm saying that time. No, I'm saying that time. You
But-
trying to, you know.
Yeah,
you
no,
know, you know, you know.
Goddamn, as I got older, hey, am I doing the wrong things in a discretionary way? Like, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Now riding around with the window down, blowing weed out that motherfucker, yeah, I'm asking for some motherfucking problem.
Asking for them, tell them to
My
come.
goof ass shouldn't be riding down 30 with the window down, you know what I'm saying, smoking that loud like that. I'm asking for it, you hit me? But I ain't no weed user though, so I don't use weed. But if I was, I use it at the house, in my driveway, then get in my car and slide. You know what I'm saying? So I can indulge in whatever I want to indulge in before I get out here in these streets. That way, you ain't really got no probable cause to be fucking with me.
Yeah.
Oh, you look like you high. Hey, do you smell any weed? I ain't using no weed. What's your probable cause? Tell me why you pulled me over so we can handle that so I can get the fuck on.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
When a nigga pull you over and you let the window down and that cloud come out, you asking for whatever come with it. They
Just
break your
saying.
shit apart. They don't need
Lock
no
me
dog. Yeah, baby, lock me up. Cause,
Lock me up.
So, but I ain't down to nobody who, you know what I'm saying, live their life like that. That's your life.
But make
But
better decisions.
But make better decisions. What I'm trying to help you on is what they doing to niggas and females who do that. You smoking that car now, you getting the DUI. You feel me? You don't want no DUI because that shit take your license and put you all in all types of other situations. And then it'll fuck you up from an employment standpoint if you got an employer. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you out here hustling and got your own business, you do whatever the fuck you want to do. You're your own boss. You know what I'm saying? But, like she said, think strategically. You know what I'm saying?
You better be smart. Cause if not, you're gonna end up like Barman Waterworth man.
Straight up.
Or in jail. Well, yeah, or in jail, because they didn't go to jail, they just lost their job.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna end up in jail. So make better decisions.
You know, so the law changed like you just stated a few minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? But
And you know they're gonna let you smoke. You better not be sending your kids to school smelling like that weed either. Cause I think they call it CPS on folks about that. You're
Yeah.
going to jail.
yeah. It's called child abuse now.
Stop doing it.
That's our next topic. Child abuse. Child abuse usually only used to be if you truly abusing your children. You feel me? Beating the hell out your kid like for no fucking reason.
Not thinking of
And not feeding them and starving them. But now smoking weed around your children is considered child abuse. If it's seen like y'all like to get on live and holler at these motherfucking people and shit.
with the kids in the
With
background.
the kids in the background, all that cussing and shit, that's abuse. Now, your ass is grass. CPS coming. You feel me? Child Protective Services, they coming for your ass. So y'all just think smarter. You know what I'm saying? I ain't perfect. I make a lot of dumbass decisions. You know what I'm saying? But not to that dramatic effect like some people do.
Right.
Ain't nobody trying to tell y'all how to live. We're just trying to school y'all on the law. So you keep yourself out of some situation that's gonna cost you a lot of money and time to get out of. And as you get older, it's harder to get out of anything. I don't care what it is. You feel me? And so just think about it, man. You don't want them DUIs and them child abuse allegations on your name and shit like that. And I don't know nobody's financial situation, but a lot of stuff expensive when it comes time to get out of the problem. The problem easy to get into, but it's hard.
Hard as hell to get up out of. Like I was saying, I was on color code for, I know well over again, I wasn't supposed to be on there no more than 6 months. I'm like, what the hell? I did this, I did that. Kept saying, oh, you need to pass another drug test. You need to pass. God damn, I ain't smoked in a year. But I'm done. I'm done, and I made smart decisions because I made a dumbass decision that night, and I can't blame nobody but myself. And I'm taking accountability for that, so I ain't riding with no weed. I ain't gonna. Well, I might smell like it a little bit, but that's neither here nor there. Okay?
Yeah, you funny. You might smell like a little bit.
Like, that's
The
what
good shit or bad shit.
I hope it be the good shit.
You don't know what you smoke.
Yes, I do. I ain't just smoking shit, man.
You can smoke whatever they giving out.
I know how to tell my weed
Right.
that I don't want it. I like the way it smells, I like the way it look. I know the difference. I
Man,
expect
they
it.
probably hit you with some of that. Just gave them a little drink bill for you and hit you with.
Somebody have did that before.
You
For
fake
real. No, I know when I'm high.
Yeah.
I know when I'm high, baby.
How you know you are?
Cause I be high.
Man, you funny as hell.
Cause I be high, that's a guy. You crazy.
But the reason a lot of this stuff go overlooked, Birmingham Waterworks, they mandatory employment changes and they rules and the handbook and shit. And even down to the law with KI, a lot of that stuff goes overlooked because it's done in the shadows too. You feel me? A lot of people, like the Birmingham Waterworks employees, they woke up Monday to a surprise. Citizens woke up one day to the news of we got new weed laws. All this stuff was done in the shadows and at a certain time frame, so nobody could contest this stuff. When I mean contest it, I mean they couldn't come and sit at the town halls. They couldn't come and sit at the community meetings. They couldn't come and sit at none of the voting rallies or none of that type of stuff like that to even show their objection to some of this stuff changing. You see what I'm saying? And that's done under our noses for the simple fact that we don't pay attention to a lot of stuff.
There you go. So I don't figure that's really done on our noses. It's not done on our noses, it's just that, like you said, we don't pay attention and we don't take the time to actually read and want to be involved.
It's really like a 50-50 because 50% is your way, like you said, we don't pay attention. You know what I'm saying? The other 50% is I announced, hey, Monday morning, we're gonna have a town hall today at 12 noon. Monday at 8 a.m., I'm telling the citizens at Birmingham, or just, like you said, Birmingham waterwork workers, in 4 hours, we finna have a meeting that's drastically gonna change everything.
Okay, yeah.
How the fuck the people gonna get there?
Don't get there, yeah, for sure.
Some of these folks at work, you feel me? Example, let's just use somebody's name, Scott. Scott at work, he got there in the field. He checking water meters. And you telling Scott, hey, we having not a union meeting, but we having a town hall today at corporate office for Birmingham Waterworks for new rule changes. How the hell you gonna get there?
Yeah.
He ain't got no voice for real. What you want him to call in and say, hey, I oppose these new changes? You feel me? It's not gonna work like that. The same with these laws. You feel me? They held their congressional meetings. KIV and them and the rest of the panel, they did what they did, and they let you know, hey, Monday we're gonna hold a meeting at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Everybody's stuck in traffic. These folks at work. These folks worried about picking up their kids, whatever. Boom. All right, we voted. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Or what they do is they drop a lot of this shit and announce it, and then they put a distraction out there, y'all. This happens all over the world now. You know, all that stuff y'all get into on social media, like, hey, you know, we're gonna use the Diddy situation. The Diddy situation was put out there in the midst of, hey, what's up with these Epstein files? You feel me? More people were gravitating towards the Diddy shit. Cause it's more entertaining, it's more fun to look into. Because all the celebrities into it, 50 Cent out here acting an ass about it, his children out here speaking, everything going on, because we know Diddy. You feel what I'm saying? 75% of the population don't know shit about Epstein or who he was. Don't nobody know who Jeff was. You know what I'm saying? They know Donald Trump's name now because he's the president. You know what I'm saying? But back in the G, you know what I'm saying? Only reason people knew Donald Trump was because rappers used to say, hey, I want to get money like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People used to use his name in a positive way. And now look how times have changed. You know what I'm saying? Him and Jeff was into some wild shit. It's some wild boys. You know what I'm saying? You know, complete empathy to the families that was affected by that situation too, but they were some wild ass boys. You know
so do you feel like Diddy's situation was brought more to the spotlight because he was a rapper and he's black?
We know this, facts.
Right.
He was a rapper and, you know what I'm saying?
I already put it up on this black
Only the
man,
black man.
the other motherfuckers.
My personal opinion, no black people in the spotlight that's at that top, that big of a level only get exposed until they start doing what them folks tell
What
you.
the white folks tell them to do.
You feel me? If I tell you to shuck and jive and dance, I'm eating that shit.
Yeah.
If not, I'm gonna expose all your dirty, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
skeletons. That's just it.
And that he ain't got more money than them, so
And some of the time, like he rich, he filthy rich. I think him, Jay-Z, Kanye, somebody else, black billionaires. But these folks trillionaires
exactly.
and zillionaires, those are real words, Google them motherfuckers, you feel me? But
And
they got power.
No, yeah.
yeah, they got power. If they can't bother you financially, they got the power to make you, you know what I'm saying, succeed to whatever the hell they put out there.
Yeah.
R. Kelly, free R. Kelly. I don't give a fuck nobody talking about it. He did his wrong shit. Them folks' parents allowed him to do this because they wanted some of the money. But when R. Kelly started saying, "Man, I don't feel like dancing today. I don't feel like singing today," them folks like, "All right, bitch, say listen, we got something for that ad."
Yeah.
Bill Cosby, hey, you buying too much shit. You starting to do too much positive shit. How the fuck you finna try to buy? I think it was CBS or NBC from us. You can't
Oh
do that.
yeah, they want to
We want this. You can't take this from us. You finna give black folks too much power. So we got something for your ass too. You feel you can drop them things and them drinks and you know what I'm saying, go ahead and do a good time, whatever. Allegedly.
Okay.
So it's like that. You know, whenever you get to a certain level of power and you want to start and you want to continue to dance and sing for them people,
Be they money.
like me personally, I don't never want the fame. I just give me the money.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I just want the money. I don't want no fame. I don't want no spotlight. I don't want none of that shit. Just give me the money. They give me the shit to acquire my necessities and my wants. I don't give a fuck if you get my name right. You feel me? Y'all know my name, but my name under the, you feel me, under this video. But you call me John. I don't give a flying fuck. I just want the baby. You feel me? You might say, huh? Listen, I might answer the John. Just give me the money. I don't want the fame. Because the fame comes with problems. But,
Absolutely.
you know, you gotta do what them folks say do once you get to a certain level. And that ain't it. Cause you might start looking for ain't things.
For a piece of change.
For a piece of change. You know, and that's gonna get us into the next conversation of doing what those other races tell us to do. You know, the ones who got the power that they be. Another thing that's going on in the city of Birmingham is gentrification.
Mm-hmm.
Gentrification is huge and it's happening at a fast rate to the point where it's making your head spin. Lakeview happened overnight. You feel me? And what they did was they gentrified Lakeview, but we somewhat took Lakeview over on the low. Because if you go on Lakeview, you're gonna see a lot of black folks.
Mm-hmm.
But you're gonna see a lot of white people too. But Lakeview itself is full of bars and lofts and apartments and stuff. You feel me?
But do you feel like that brought that area up though to make people want to come party and do all that? Cause they wouldn't have
To
did that.
benefit who though?
I got to be everybody because they black. You just said a lot of black people.
True,
get there
but
every time.
what other benefit do we get besides a good time?
That's all they're looking for, obviously.
So give me a black business that's in Lakeview.
Oh, I'm a regular black people.
So how many, so my viewers think about how many businesses in Lakeview, right? How many are black owned businesses in Lakeview?
Are there any? I honestly don't know.
Me personally, I only know two. I haven't done my research for real, to see who all the players is and who got cards in it, but I only know two. You see what I'm saying? And I highly doubt, and I'm not putting those businesses down, that they're 100% black owned. They
Right,
probably got some strong investors that are not black.
right.
You know what I'm saying? White, Jew, Arabian, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had to get the okay from somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's only one business I know where he probably pulled his strings with the people he know politically down there at City Hall, and I ain't gonna get that business no shine. But I guarantee you that he probably the only person, but even then, them folks had to say, hey, yeah, you can go ahead because you be doing this when we tell you to
Right.
do it. You
Okay.
know what I mean? So it's not 100% beneficial for black folks other than to party.
So what do you think we need to do as a community, so, Tito, as black people? We need to get together and build our own communities up. Like, stop taking our money over there to them. Like, they built it up and we going to take them some more money so they can build something else up to knock us out. And we just gonna come back over here and party. Like, we need to get our minds together and stop being against each other, because that's what they do. They work together.
They do.
And black people tend to try to work against each other because they hate to feel like the next person gonna beat them to something or do better at something than they can.
And that's our biggest problem for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if my man's right here shining or not. He shining.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't got shit to do with me.
Right.
That's my mindset though. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But the next nigga may be like, man, who the fuck this nigga think he is shining?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Why I ain't shining? You don't know what that man did.
Yeah, right. What going through?
That man get up and go to work. You feel what I'm saying? That man get up and go to work all day long. And he put his money where he put his money in. And he pop out on y'all ass. You feel what I'm saying? He pop out on y'all ass. And you got another nigga out here who ain't doing half that. They want to bring him down.
Yeah.
They want to rob him, they want to break in their car, they want to do whatever. You see what I'm saying? That's why black people sometimes can't come together and do something. Somebody lazy,
Mm-hmm.
somebody wants something for nothing,
Mm-hmm.
somebody like them.
Yeah.
You put all three of them motherfuckers in a room, it's gonna be like.
It's bound to drop, go to the bottom, it's slow.
You
It ain't
feel
gonna
what
work.
I'm saying? The same business y'all been building since 2020 ain't got nowhere in this 2026.
That's because people come into things with a motive, and it ain't a good motive. It ain't a good intention. It's always how they can get to the top instead of how we can get to the top. Or even if I can't get to the top right now, how can we get you to the top so that when you get to the top, holla at me? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it's supposed to be. But we just be so busy hating each other out as a whole. It's like, dang, let's come together and make our own community. Like, let's make us a Lakeview. We're gonna call it Blakeview.
I mean,
Blakeview.
you laughing, but there's something.
I'm laughing because I'm still like,
We could have had Lakeview.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know some people who got some fire shit going on in the city, club wise.
Mm-hmm.
And I see what they doing. I see a lot of people who run and own this club. You might see them in this other club. They in this other club showing their face and showing love and support. They over here doing the same thing and here and here and here. The black club owners and runners, they in each other's spots showing love. Shout out to y'all, because I see y'all when I be out. Y'all be in each other's spots. That's called showing love. That's just showing your face just in the midst of all of everything else, because the white folks do it too.
Supporting each other.
Yeah, you support each other, for sure. And y'all got y'all hours now, so fine. I want to shout y'all out for that shit too. It's structured to where then you really got to choose. Now it's where, hey, we finna hit this between this hours. After this shit over, we finna hit this. After this shit over, we finna hit this. You feel me? All they're doing is keeping all that black shit together.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody partying together. Everybody having a good time. Just like the white folks. But we also need to come together though. And like you said, Blackview.
Yeah.
Lakeview or whatever you wanted to call it, because that's what Lakeview is. We just happen to go down there as black folks. When I say we, go down there to party.
Yeah.
And we giving them
Our money.
For sure, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
We could be putting that back into our own community.
Straight up and down like 6 o'clock.
Yeah. So, do you feel like this is gonna leave a lot of people homeless or struggling even more than they already are?
Yeah. So that leads to the next thing. Once you run a certain group of people out of one area, you push them somewhere else. Then you overcrowd some shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once you overcrowd some shit, them attention happen. You know what I'm saying? You push black people and homeless people out of Lakeview, right? So that means you either push them to the north. You feel they already done ran them from the south because they rebuild the south town. Or you push these people to the north side. You push these people to the west side, right? And then the east side. All you did was now push people over here to overcrowd a certain area. When you overcrowd a certain area, now we got attention.
Right.
Damn, y'all, where all this traffic come from all of a sudden? Why all these homeless people, why all these stray dogs and cats come from out of the fucking blue? And then you just started thinking now people trying to move in that area. No, those folks pushing them people over there by taking over their shit. That's just like when you build something in the middle of the woods, you push the animal somewhere, right?
Right.
You ever stayed somewhere and they tow down, you know what I'm saying, the trees and the forest and all that shit, and now you got roaches and rats and deer and shit that you ain't never seen before. You like, where the hell this shit coming from? Like, is my neighbor dirty or something? Sometimes it is dirty. You know what I'm saying? Felicia never moved in with the bad ass children and the children Cheetos outside. Yeah, you bought the roaches, bitch. But it's people tearing down shit. You know, when you tear down something, them gotta go somewhere.
Yeah, they got to go
If
somewhere.
it's on your shit. You walk outside, there's a deer outside. Hey, come what you doing on my car?
Not on your car like a
Yeah, but like you chilling on my shit. And it's because them people tore it down. So, like you said, when they built Lakeview, they pushed them folks out. Now it's more homeless people and other residents moving to certain areas, and now the area overcrowded. And then what that causes is tension and crime. You got a homeless person in your backyard waiting on you to dip so they can break in your shit. Because they was getting spare change from all these white people and all these other business people over here in Lakeview, but now they can't get it no more. So now they just got to resort to breaking in your shit when you dip. It ain't right, but all they thinking is survival.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They just trying to live. So yeah, everything that's going on has a downstream effect. Just like with the water work, we're gonna go back to that. Yeah, they gotta hustle if they can't find a job. If they can't hustle, them folks might resort to stealing.
Yeah.
I ain't saying that what y'all gonna do, whoever was affected by it, but how else are you gonna survive? If they ain't have a lot of material stuff, collateral material stuff, which is basically when I say collateral, something that they have that they can go sell and get some money from to take care of these behind bills, they gonna resort to some other shit.
Yeah.
Which results crime rates going up,
Yep.
which also leads back to the city getting more money because of these new laws. I got fired from the Birmingham Waterworks, CAW. I gotta go sell weed. New weed law stricter. Now my ass finna go to jail and have to pay some money that I already ain't got because I got fired.
Now probably can be on.
Crime rates go up. Now the city got more money. That shit a circle, man. That shit a real big ass circle. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people laughed and a lot of people felt bad for them, but they, you know, the people that laughed really didn't think about the downstream effect. You laughing, but your ass gonna get robbed while you laughing.
Right.
You playing this shit with your stupid ass. You feel me? Because the same thing you laughed at, you should have been smoking weed. Bitch, he gonna smoke your ass. You feel me? I definitely don't want to promote no violence and hope it don't get there, but at the same time, you hee-heeing and ha-haing, don't know what you hee-heeing and ha-haing about.
Yeah, you never know what a person going through.
Yeah, like real. They catch you slipping at the gas station with a pocket full of money, talking about a nigga shouldn't have been able to smoke weed because you a boss. Good nigga, we put that, you know what I mean, on your ass, and then now you ain't hee-heeing and ha-haing no more with shit, because life is real. And people got to stop thinking that life is a fucking game, because life ain't to be played at all whatsoever.
That's true. You gotta start taking life seriously. And read up on some laws. I don't give a damn if you just got to go, what's the law about rhyme with weed in your car? Learn something. Shit, you don't wanna be caught up in those situations that you can avoid that you can avoid,
For sure.
basically.
Like I gave y'all the gym, man. I ain't condemning nobody for doing what they doing in their spare time and their extracurricular activities, because I know what I done did in my life.
Right.
I ain't God. I ain't the creator of the universe. I ain't the universe manipulator. You feel me? But you gotta think sometime when you can. Like I said, I ain't the best thinker. I done made a whole lot of bad ass decisions. From finances to women to just, hush me or whatever. But sometimes you really can sit down and think about something.
Yeah.
And if you gotta do something bad, and I'm not promoting it at all whatsoever, if you gotta get out here and hustle, you gotta be strategic.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be strategic. You gotta get in, hit it hard, and get the hell home, because the laws ain't playing no type of games. It's a setup for you to fail, for them to get some more money, so they can do what they've been doing.
Which is screwing you.
True.
Hard. No Vaseline.
The real talk.
Rough. Like you in prison.
Doing
Doing you bad. Yeah, I'm not.
What you know about prison, guy?
No, I watch a lot of prison TV shows. I don't know too much about the prisons. I went to jail 24 hours. The county. No, I went to the city. I was in the city.
Which one you was in?
Birmingham City.
You was on 6th Avenue or you was on down
I don't know. I was in Birmingham City.
here? City jail by far.
Yeah.
More than far.
Mm-hmm.
What you was in?
Sick. I was in there sick, baby. I was crying. Called my mom, called my boss. Called somebody to tell me to come get me.
You ate the city food.
No.
You eat what you was in?
The water was nasty. I was like, fuck would I eat the food? I
Hey,
said, please help me.
the man, he get the city together, cause
It's bad in
I
there.
ain't gonna say last time I was in the city, but the city got
It's bad in there.
Yeah, you used to be able to fall asleep in that bed while you wait to, you know what I mean, wait to be transported to the county or whatever. Or just till your folks came and got you, you know what I'm saying, they didn't even know you were on the way down there. But you can't even fall asleep in that bed.
No.
That'd be a wild thing.
The water tastes like toilet water.
Yeah,
Like,
he had toilet water.
Jesus.
Yeah, took a little sip of that toilet.
yes, I did. And I was disgusted, man. I said, oh, no, please hurry up, take me to the county. I need to fuck up out of here. Yeah.
Oh, you have to be transported. So that means you a goddamn, where you going? What up? You feel me? Hey.
That was the only I have learned.
She tell me y'all some life experiences.
I have learned.
I can't get into too much of mine because I got a lot of things that still unresolved at the moment.
We go, okay.
But, you feel me? Let's just do better
Mhm.
as much as we can. I ain't up here preaching about bitch ass things because I can't.
Right.
I'll be the last nigga to preach about any wrong or right doings because I ain't did nothing perfect. Like I told, I made my mistakes from the streets to females to finances to just life in general. But I know sometimes I had the time to sit down and think.
So if you had to tell people something right now to be better as a community, I'm gonna go back to community because as a community, as a Black community, give us some advice.
Just because you help somebody do something or figure something out don't mean it's gonna bring you down.
Say that one more time.
Just because you help somebody figure something out and move forward in life, it ain't gonna bring you down.
There you go. That could actually bring you up.
For real.
You never know what that person walking into, and with the help of you, you might got them to where they need to be, and they like, oh, we straight well. But some y'all, we ain't gonna be making to the hate now situation, but come together as a community. Let's make us a Black view, and stop going to Lakeview. And thank you for watching the Information Meeting. Conversations for people who don't give a fuck about approval. And we'll see you next time.
Ooh, Mark Joe.